zones to do whatever you can do to end this war. Minimally, you're going to hear from other people here, I'm sure, minimally we want you to vote against any further funding of the war. But beyond that, I want you to think, and we'll help think with you today creatively, about the many other things you could do to end the war. And I would think, in my ignorance of how things work in Washington, but I would hope that you'd be able to go door to door to all the Democrats who have not yet signed on to not vote for further funding, that you face-to-face with them, you give them the simple articles they can understand that have, many have been printed explaining that this war is unwinnable and how bad it is for our whole country. Do whatever you need to persuade and to buttonhole Democrats, Republicans, wherever you need to get on board with this. And commit to us today that you will spend a few hours of each day doing just that. That's an important thing you could do in your position. You're our only congressperson. And I know you're a nice person. I'm sorry we're putting you on the spot, but you are our guy in Washington. We really need your help. So I think also it's not time yet to let go of the idea of impeachment of this president. We have 14 months to go, which is way too long. Many more deaths will occur in that time.
Yes.
And I think help people understand that impeachment doesn't necessarily mean that we end up with a president in jail. It's the articles of impeachment that you in the House could proceed with, which will mean a major investigation of the many illegalities that our president has probably committed to get us into this war. I don't have to tell you all the possible ways you can go. You can look at him in torture, look at him in illegally misleading us into starting the war. Just get it going. And on the moral high ground of this will be the first step of us apologizing to the world, letting the world see that the people who supposedly live in a democracy have some control over the government and some control to start this apology process for what we have done in Iraq and to many civilians there, to our soldiers, to the civilians that we've sent there. So that's on the moral level. But on a practical level, we know that starting impeachment against Nixon helped end the Vietnam War. Starting impeachment against Cheney and Bush would slow them down because they'll be on the defensive and less able to prosecute this war further. It's at least worth a try. 14 months is way too far to go. Now for today, for this meeting, the goals I would suggest that we try to come out of this meeting with is that we come out with a very concrete list of things that we, people here, and you, Congressman Welch, can do to end the war. A concrete list of items that take each of us beyond our comfort zones to deal with this emergency situation. Serious emergency. If we don't stop the funding of this war right now, and the government proceeds to persuade the citizenry that we need to attack Iraq and the war expands that much further, it's going to be somewhere between hard and impossible to withdraw war funding at that time. And that's why I see it as a crucial emergency that you move on it in the next couple of months of 2007. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.